Hello guys, today's video will explore error checking methods explicitly in 1.2.1 data transmission. The key questions for the error checking methods are description of each error checking methods and how to calculate and respond to the basic parity bit questions, and finally how can error not be detected in a parity bit question. So I'll start with the descriptions of each method. So the first method is checksum. The question asks you to provide an explanation of the checksum. So checksum, a value is calculated from data. And I underlined this term value because value is a key term for the checksum method, which will differentiate from other error checking method. So value is calculated from data, and the value is appended to the data and sent with the data. So after the data is sent, the value is recalculated and the values are compared, and if the values match, the data is correct, and if they do not match, an error is detected. So these are the points that the mark scheme awards each marks for the checksum error checking method. So moving on to check digit. The question, again, wants you to give an explanation on check digit. So the check digit is really similar to checksum, just the key term is digit in check digit. So just like the checksum, digit instead of value is calculated from data, and digit is appended to the data and sent with the data. And after sending, digit is recalculated and they are compared. If the digits match, the data is correct, and if they do not match, error is detected. These are the points for the check digit explanation question. And thirdly, automatic repeat request. The question wants an explanation of ARQ. So for automatic repeat requests, these are the points that you can get marks for. Automatic repeat request uses acknowledgement and timeout. The request is sent with data without acknowledgement, and if there is no response within a certain time frame, the data package is resent. And when data received contains an error, a request is sent to automatically resend the data. So if there is an error, the system continuously sends requests. So if the resend request is repeatedly sent and a limit is reached, if the limit is reached, it stops. So these are the points you can get for the automatic repeat request error checking methods. And finally, parity check. Parity check is an error checking method that uses an even parity or odd parity. So how this works is bits are added together and a parity bit is added at the end. And if the parity bit is checked after it is sent, and if the parity bit is incorrect, an error is detected. So these are the descriptions of each error checking methods. And I'll specifically move to parity check question. For parity check questions, the question may ask you to write a correct parity bit for even or odd parity, like this question on here. So what you have to do is count the number of ones and read the question. And if the question asks you to give an even parity, you write 1. So the total number of ones in the binary will be even, and vice versa for the odd parity. For a more advanced version of this question, the question will give you 4 bytes and ask for an explanation for incorrectly transmitted bytes, like this question. So you can get 3 marks for explanation. Counting number of 1 is a 1 mark for explanation, and identify the parity used in the question is another mark. And finally, by saying which byte uses a different parity, you can get 3 marks for explanation on why is this an incorrectly transmitted byte. And the final type of parity bit question is how can error not be detected in a parity check? It is usually a 1-mark question. You just have to memorize transposition error, which means that some places of digits are reversed. Or you can also write even number of incorrect bits. The key term is even because even number of incorrect bits keep the overall parity unchanged. So if the question asks, why might error not be detected in a parity check, you can just write transposition error or even number of incorrect bits. These are all the questions you have to know for error checking methods explicitly in 1.2.1 data transmission. And thank you.